The lucky cycle is in new interests, personal interests, and building up your outlook, your personality, your personal connection. You are actually meeting with better people, people who think like you, who plan like you, who have gone through experience like you, and they speak the lingo that you kind of like and understand. Also use the spirit for building your image, your outlook, your personality. And if you feel that you want to start something important and new, this is definitely the opportune time of personal flourishing of interest and new personal connection and union can be established. Financially, prospects are good, opportunities are there, and people connection can well appear to your interest. Look at wealth growth, money-making opportunities, building up your position, your possession, and financial strategies. You are on a good cycle of interest. So people who appear in your life will be also the money-minded kind that have these common interests with you to generate a better, wealthy future. And you should try to work alongside with them. In matters of negotiation, there can be irritation, and you could be hard-pressed trying to bring your views across. Some people just make promise to have a meeting with you and change them. You will find that people you meet with will tell you, I don't agree with you, so we'll just have to figure another way out. And when you're signing agreement, you could get people who make you more promises than actually fulfill those purposes. So you got to be cautious. Be extra careful when dealing with transportation equipment, and while traveling on the road, accidents can happen and breakdowns are most likely at this time. A lucky time for home domestic matters, property interests, family interests, adding comfort and luxury to the home, receiving interesting visitors, buying, selling, renting are all favorable. Upgrading, downsizing could also be beneficial at this. Luck is well with the mind. You have an awesome mind, a very imaginative instincts, and a creative art of developing things. People love to be in your company, as you seem to be fun and jokeful and entertaining. Romance can develop very easily at this time, and a happy time for social gatherings and getting to know others. This is a beautiful time for doing a lot of reading and creative studies. Your health is on the low level because of energy drop. So you find that you cannot do as much things as you want to do. This could cause sleepless nights, restlessness, hyperreactive, hyperpassive, hyperintensive. So there will be a lot of mood swings. The important thing is when you feel good, do what you can and do your best, and expect a turnaround very shortly. So you can take a break rest and recuperate, and don't get involved in the tussle of situation and people. So that way, shortly the spirit could transpire and you'll be up and again into the action of things. An excellent time for partnership. So whether you're teaming up with another, a joining venture, or just collaborating, it could be a win-win situation. Others will start to think highly of you and admire you, or wanting to be a part of your action. And you could be very helpful and useful to close ones, especially those team spirit and partners. If changes is what you want, you're in the right period and time for reorganization, for reshuffle, and for new developments with another. Good for dealing with your bankers, financiers, money makers, money investors. The relationship could go well with good interest coming in at this period. Private meetings are wonderful. You can get a lot of private feedback that could bring opportunity to your interests and life. So use the spirit to have more time slot for others who you feel can resonate with you and your purposes. You'll be pretty lucky to do with overseas matters. So if you have investment or interest overseas, this is the time you should take on the action. This is a time where you get a lot of good feedback from away places. A period where you can go into higher studies, up skills, and build fantastic, important connection with people in power, in good office, and even in good politics. So use this period for philosophy, for theaters, for foreign learnings, connection and interest, and travel. Your career will have a boost of interest with better opportunities for work, for future planning, and for dealing with management styles and system, and being with people who are very important to your career dynamics. There could be good connection with the bosses, customer relationship, and for expanding work interests and future activities. The problem situation right now has to do with group activities, community, and you might get some very troubled instincts about people and condition, and it can create tension to yourself. So whatever it is, don't be too quick to trust people on their say-so, even though they might be doing it for a good purpose, but it turned out to be to your disadvantage. This will be a time when some people could take advantage of you in the name of friendship, and you might hear some of your friends are going through some very bad circumstances where you can help very little or not at all, and that could trouble you, but don't be. This kind of situation is expected from time to time. This is called the end cycle. You might hear suddenly somebody in the hospital, suddenly a couple of emergency, Suddenly someone wants out of a situation, or someone parting away or passing away. This is also a time whereby, if possible, don't start new things, but sit back. Let trouble situation be like dark passing cloud. Let it cross over. This is a good time to go into your personal retreat and do some soul searching and re-evaluation, because you can be your own best expert advisor because you've gone through the situation and can be honest with yourself and find solution to the hardest problem, making the tough decision that will improve the tomorrow's future.